Road Trip Roller Coaster. This new for 2023 coaster is an old classic, as one of 20 operating Alan Herschel Little Dipper Kiddie coasters remaining. How does this coaster compare to its quasi-twin at Yesterland Farms? And does it offer a nice addition to the roller coaster landscape of Texas? Find out in this review. Although only a few remain, this model has been found in over 190 installations across the world, making it one of the most popular coasters ever built. For comparison, Boomerang's number in at 53 installations, and even the ever-popular FBF Visa spinners are only around 130 and climbing. With production beginning around 1950, this model represents the third, fourth, and fifth oldest steel coasters operating in the world currently, and has proven popular with smaller parks in recent years, as they can easily be purchased and relocated. However, not all of these models are exactly alike. The roller coaster database seems to differentiate some as having large flat turns, which Road Trip Roller Coaster certainly does. For comparison, Fort Yesterland across the park is the same type of roller coaster, but has smaller, lower turns that makes for a much different ride experience. Road Trip Coaster has a nicely themed station that is a blend of a gas station and service station, and for that Texas flair, offers old school Texaco signage. As Texaco has really gone down as a national brand, it is nice to see this homage to Texas roots, and honestly, the signage in both its theming and simplicity plays really well at creating a unique and enjoyable attraction. The trains themselves are themed to cars, though this is mainly a basic design on the outside of the box like cars. It doesn't look great, but it is simple enough for a classic coaster. The ride starts out with going up a really slow lift hill. This coaster did seem to break down temporarily during my visit, though normally that had to do with the cars making a weird noise, but I'm kind of afraid that lift hill is not going to make it one of these days. Despite being a new coaster for the park, it is fairly obvious that this has been around a while and might not be in the best of shape. After the lift hill, you go down a small drop to give you speed and then go around a large flat turn. The drop doesn't offer much and is relatively mild. The turn has mild laterals, but you shouldn't be going too fast, so it should be relatively mild as well. Then you have a very small dip that's more like a little bump, and again, nothing grand, but a small little element before another large flat turn. Then you have the main part of the ride, a drop followed by a bunny hill and another pop-up with a small drop on the following side. The main bit of airtime here will be over that bunny hill, as it throws you around just a little bit. But the drop, and even the pop up into the last hill, does give riders a little bit of enjoyment. The final turns offer only mild laterals, at best, as you take it with not too much speed. Then in true Kiddie Coaster fashion, you go around again. The slow lift hill and all. The layout is very different from Fort Yesterland, as that coaster is rough, with quick low-to-the-ground turns that provide very strong laterals. Plus, that coaster is rough on top of its aggressive layout. Despite being the same design of coasters, these two offer a very different experience and track layout. Overall, how good is Road Trip Coaster? This isn't too exciting, even for a Kiddie Coaster, as few elements beyond the bunny hill do anything, and the bunny hill is only okay, even by Kiddie Coaster standards. For younger kids or those easing themselves into coasters or wild rides, this is a great option. Since this is the main demographic for Yesterland Farms, it's nice to see a coaster like this being added. For thrill seekers though, it really doesn't offer much other than a classic coaster experience. With its airtime and simplicity, I rank it above Roller Coaster at Yo-Yo Land, which has a special place in my heart, but just doesn't actually do a lot as a roller coaster. I rank it right below Kiddie Coaster at Fun Spot Kissimmee, which has a decent first drop to start and then some nice rocking on the final hills, but the Helix is kind of a dud. Where do you want to go on a road trip? Let me know, and as always, Kap Kun Krap. Oh, out this way.